singer Tony Hadley quit Spandau Ballet amid a bitter spat with his bandmates. In a vague statement today, Tony stated, "Due to circumstances beyond my control, it is with deep regret that I am no longer a member of the band Spandau Ballet, and as such I will not be performing with the band in the future." The tweet took the rest of Spandau Ballet by surprise, and they later responded with their own statement. Much to the band's frustration, Tony had made it clear in September 2016 that he didn't want to work with the band anymore. This has not changed, and 2015 was the last time we were able to perform more work with him. So we have now made the decision to move on as a band. A source tells The Mirror, Tony has been billed as being formerly of Spandau Ballet on several tour posters. There had been tensions brewing between Tony and the rest of the group for almost 2 years, since he decided he did not want to perform with them. This was the final straw, and Tony had an ultimatum: take part in Spandau or quit entirely. The band were offered a string of lucrative opportunities that Tony didn't want to be involved with. There was talk of a new album and tours, including a huge US headline tour. The UK's biggest festivals had offers on the table, too. But Tony opted to focus on his solo career, meaning everyone missed out. The former Friends found fame in the 80s with hits such as Gold and True, but split up in 1989. Since then, several legal battles have left and bitter underlying tensions between Tony and guitarist and songwriter Gary Kemp, who wrote most of Spandau's material. In 1999, Tony, the band's drummer John Keeble and saxophonist, percussionist Steve Norman unsuccessfully sued Gary in a high court battle over royalties. In 2002, Gary took the trio, then known as Hadley, Norman and Keeble, to court after they toured under their names, followed by the suffix ex Spandau Ballet. Gary, his brother Martin and the group's original manager Steve Dagger owned the rights to the name with their company, Marlboro. But they reformed in 2009 for a world tour, and were still performing together in 2015. Last year, Tony said he did not want to perform with the group for about 4 or 5 years. In November, Martin said the group had fallen out again. The source added, "Things have festered over the past year or so and relations have been at an all-time low." By declining Spandau's opportunities, Tony was pulling the strings for the entire group. But now he is no longer a member. They can continue without him. The first the rest of the group knew about him announcing his departure was when they read it on Twitter like everyone else. On Saturday, Tony performed at Let's Rock in Exeter, where he performed a number of the group's hits. Spandau Ballet will continue working on upcoming projects without Tony. It is not known yet whether they will replace Tony with another singer, or whether Gary will sing Tony's parts. A spokesman for Tony said he had nothing to add to his statement. The announcement came 2 days after Hadley performed a number of the group's hits at the Let's Rock Festival in Exeter on Saturday. The source added, "Things have festered over the past year or so and relations have been at an all-time low. But now he is no longer a member. They can continue without him."